Afternoon, fret friends. Now this is not as much a project as just a favour for a friend, for a brother actually, a friend from church. And he's a worship leader at Bethel. Wonderful church, I love going to Bethel, it's fantastic. And he's just brought me in his ES-347 Gibson. It's a 1979 and it has a small wiring problem. And I thought I was going to have to be eking out all of the parts out of the F-oil and whatever, but he's had a master volume added here. And I've managed to get it out without disrupting anything else, so I can work on it with the pot just outside the F-hole there. Really simple, and all I've got to do is just solder a couple of wires on there and that will be it. But I just wanted to get this on record just to show what a wonderful guitar this is. 1979 ES-347. I've never had one of these in the shop. What a beautiful thing. I think these retail, I think one in this condition from 1979, it is a 79, it's a 8-figure serial number, and the first, on the serial number, I identify the year on these guitars, on Gibsons with an 8-figure serial, it's the first and fifth numbers give you the year. In this case, the first number is 7 and the fifth number is 9. Fantastic, what a beautiful thing. There you go, you can probably see that. So it's a 1979, what a great thing. And like I say, as a master volume added there, which Paul actually loves. This bridge as well, I don't know what bridge this is it a Faber? I'm not sure, but it has fine tuners, could be a Floyd Rose type, could be a Floyd Rose brand, I don't know. I've got no idea, I'm not really bothered about that. All I'm going to do is fix the electrics and I'm going to plug it in and play it and I'm going to ring him up and say come and fetch your guitar. Not charging him for it, it's only going to take me a few minutes. But yeah, what a beautiful thing, just wanted to get this on record. Hey guys, so we have success with the electrics. It was really quite an easy fix once I got all the bits out of the F-hole. It was just an earth wire had come off inside and the jack wasn't connected. There wasn't even an earth wire on the jack connection, it snapped off at this point. So I've added another one, we've got everything earthed correctly. I've wired the new pot in, and what we're going to do is now we're going to try and get all of the electrics back in the correct place. And you'll see here I have a pot, I have some tubing. This is taken from this tubing I bought for an aquarium a few years ago. And I will fix it to the end of one pot, which is going to go back in a second. But what we need to do is we need to drag these to their place and get them in the right way around, all being well. And this doesn't always go according to plan. So it can be very tricky. What we're going to do is we need to get one in there as well. I'm going to hopefully just get this one in there, get it close to where it needs to be, and I'm going to pull it through with some tweezers, or these are special. It's a special tool I bought for guitar work. Now what we need to do is get that in there, and what I'm going to do is do this one. I'm just going to drag it through. All these will get in their own place later. The last one here, the pot, I'm going to have, I'm not too worried about getting that one in, but what we're going to do here with this one is I'm going to get that in, I'm going to get that in there. It's all about getting them to where they need to be, hoping you're fortunate enough to drag them through. Get a clamp on there like this, and again, not brilliant, but you can just get it where it needs to be, or close to where it needs to be. Get a clamp on there like so, and it's fell in again. This does happen. That's because I've got a wire in the wrong place there. So what happens then is we pull it back and we go again. So we've got all the pots back in place. Didn't take too long, took me about another 10 minutes after I turned the camera off. I've checked everything, we've got everything plugged in. I'm going to show you everything working before I'm going to show you how I'm going to get this jack back in this hole where I need it to be. So what we're going to do is the amp is on. We have the pickup position in the middle. Let me just put it on bridge. That's bridge volume. Bridge tone, bridge coil split, not coil split, coil tap, full coil, volume. Let's do the same for the neck pickup, neck volume, neck tone, neck coil tap. Master volume. Put both pickups on. Master volume. volume. So we could have bridge turn down, neck turn down, even lower, bridge higher, then use the master. If we want to go on neck, so we've got bridge, go on to neck, quieter. So everything is working perfectly. So now, before we get the knobs on, I've installed a brand new pot there, by the way. I didn't put the old one back in, I didn't like it. It had lugs on it, but with no loops. So now what we're going to do is we need to thread this back, amp off, need to thread this back into there. Then you'll be thinking, how is he going to get that all the way down there into there? And it would not normally be easy unless you created a device like I did back in the day. And there you go, you can see it. And it's an old guitar string, it's a G string actually, with a jack, end of a jack soldered onto the end. And I've got this pulley thing there. And what we're going to do is, we're going to take what is hopefully the nut, which it is, and the washer, which it is. We're going to stick the washer, the nut and the washer, nut first, followed by a washer, and then we're going to thread this into the hole. And we're going to feed it through, and hopefully feed it through to a place where I can pull it through, which I can. I'm going to grab our, I want to have some pincers somewhere, these gubbins here. I'm going to go in, we're going to grab it. You see what I'm doing? Got that there. I made this about 5-6 years ago, maybe even more, 7 years ago. Then we're going to just put that in there and we're just going to pull this round, pull it through, and there you go, straight onto the washer and the nut. We're just going to tighten that up. Not quite a long enough stem on this input jack, but it's all I've got, so it's what I'm using. Going to tighten it up. And I believe we are in. And pull out the jack. There's the input jack, and we are all done. That can just, I don't care where that goes, as long as it's inside there. If you can see it through the F4, even better. And that is it. We have all the electrics in there, everything threaded through. We're going to take the jack, turn on the amp, and that is it. Everything is working. All I need to do now is get the knobs back on, put the scratch plate back on, give the guitar a little tune up. I'm going to check the frets why it's here anyway, but that is not part of my remit. It's just to get this working. I've not charged Paul for this. I've asked him to donate to put a donation in the food bank or in the local church. Paul is a worship leader at Battelle Church in Nottingham. I am part of the worship team at Ashwood Church in Kirkby and Ashfield. I also run the men's gatherings there. But yeah, that's it. So, favour for a friend, the church will benefit, the food bank will benefit, and that's fantastic. Here we are, all done. Slightly different angle because I do have another guitar on the jig and I didn't want to move it. It's all strapped in there, it's all bolted to a table. But anyway, Gibson ES-347 came in with it bust the master volume. It's not to worry, there's some wires snapped inside. I had to drag everything out, resolder it and get it all back in. But everything's working fine now. So again, in the bridge position, coil tap, listen. Bridge volume, bridge tone, master volume. position, neck, full, coil tapped, that's tapping into half of the coil, back on full, volume, neck tone, master volume. And in both positions again, master volume. Any of the independent volumes, we'll just turn it off and on. So everything working beautifully, no buzz, and yeah, fantastic. What a wonderful guitar. So glad I could help Paul there. A couple of hours working that, donating it to the proceeds to the church. It's why I'm able to work on a Sunday. I never work for money on a Sunday. Sundays are normally days where I'll do a freebie or I'll work on my own guitars. That's it. I never actually earn money on Sundays. It is my Sabbath day, it is my rest day. But yeah, beautiful guitar. Beautiful. So what a fabulous guitar. Paul's going to be happy, I'm happy, and that is it. So one thing left for me to do before I leave, and that's to remind you of my website, which you can find at facebook.com/ng17. That's facebook.com/NGONESEVEN. I am Victor, I am your fret friend, and as always, God bless you. Be good to each other. I'll see you in the next one.